Hello, everyone. George is here, and welcome to the Daily Show. Today, we're going to talk about the cost of waiting. The cost of waiting to start your business, the cost of waiting on your customer side to come and buy your offer. So, what is the cost of waiting, and how we can calculate that in terms of money, in terms of time, and also in terms of energy? So, in terms of money invested versus wasted, in terms of time invested versus time wasted, in terms of energy, like your well-being, your stress level invested versus the energy wasted. And what applies for you in your business also applies for your customer at their own side. So some people tend to wait, tend to postpone to buy a solution for a certain problem, thinking that maybe sometimes they don't have the right fund, they don't have the money, they don't know how to get the right finances in place to solve that urgent problem. So if they don't solve it at the right time, with the price at that right time, it becomes more expensive down the road, because now they are not going to pay to solve that problem, but also they're going to pay to solve all the consequences, all the damages that happened along the way. So, what is the cost of waiting to buy a solution, to start a business, to create an offer? On your customer side, what is the cost of waiting not to take an action to come buy your solution, to come buy your offer to solve a specific problem they are facing, and you can help them to solve? So we're going to talk about this specific topic in details today. If you have any question, put that in the comment section. If you are watching this live later on as a replay on any different platform, also use the hashtag smart income. So before I also speak about the three currencies: money, time, and energy. And that one episode, you can watch this one back on YouTube or on my Facebook. I spoke about the three return, or the three KPIs. So when you invest money, I will remind you about those KPIs, about those three important points, so you can understand what it means to invest right now versus what it means if you don't take action, if you postpone. So when we talk about money, when you invest money today, we have what we expect the return on investment, the return on the money we have invested. Also, once you sit on your money, you don't invest that money, or you don't work to create money to invest that money at some point. So what is the cost of that wasted return on investment? This is one. Two, in terms of time, everything that we do in life has our physical, and it's always connected to the timeline, to a time frame. Everything that happens in our physical life has always a time frame. So the time component is super important in everything. And when you talk to your customer, like in your marketing, in your sales process, in your social media, you need to focus so much on the time, on the timeline, that you can help your client to bridge from their current situation, from their problem they are facing right now, to their desired situation as fast as they can. With your solution, they can go from point A to point Z faster than do it like they can do it by themselves. Or maybe if they buy a similar solution from your competition, it's going to take them longer. So the time component is super important when you want to showcase your offer, when you want to showcase your solution. So also, when people buys your product, they are not only getting profit or return on the money invested, but also they're going to get return on the time invested. So now when I come to your business and I buy your solution, I pay you money, but also I'm paying you time, because using your solution, using your offer or your product is going to take me time to practice, to implement in my life, in my business, in my finance, in my relationship, so I can see a specific result. So I am paying you, I need return on that money, and also or investing with you in my time, and I need return on that time. Once I do that correctly, both I do them correctly. So now what happens on my well-being side, on my stress level side, it goes down. So this is the one of the like neglected component for business owners, for entrepreneurs, and also not knowing how to communicate that component for their customer, because it is the most important component, and this is how customer buy, how their emotion works when they are facing a problem, and how their feeling works when they get the results they want to get through your solution. So you need to understand how to also communicate the energy component, because once your client is facing a problem, they are under like immersive amount of stress. And we know that once you are under stress, you are not only not functioning or focusing, or you are not at your best, but also in terms of your well-being, in terms of your physical body, you are like in high danger of getting disease, of getting like ill, of getting pretty bad shape. So we need to understand that your customer, when they come to you and they are facing a problem, they are facing, they are getting sick, of getting ill, if they experience that problem for so long. So this is how important it is. If you have the right solution for your client, if you have the right solution for your customers, it is super important to to communicate this component of energy and time, because they can understand, if I don't invest today, the costs of me waiting to buy this specific offer, which is like your offer in this case, to the cost, the my cost of waiting is going to cost me like longer time frame, longer consequences and damages. And those damages are not only related to my business or my money, but also they are related to my well-being, to my health. So people, they need to understand, and they need to be communicated in the right way, so they can make the right decision at the right time. So with that being said, we always pay for something sooner or later. It's better that you pay for it right now rather than you pay for it like after a month or couple years or couple weeks. But then the cost is going to be way, 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 way higher. So, and one also in one of the episodes, I spoke about like how we can think like banks. I don't agree like much with the bank, how the bank they communicate their own brands, but they are smart in creating their own offers and creating their own products. But the my problem with banks is they don't communicate what they do in the right way. But once you discover how the bank work or how banks work, like you can literally learn on your site how you can apply in very conscious way, in very ethical way, the same, like a similar system that maybe a the banking system or any other successful system they are practicing, regardless of the flaws and regardless the problems they put on the market. But you can create your own system once you start understanding what other people are doing. So what banks are doing in this regard, uh, like always they communicate with you the cost of not investing in money. And not only the banking system, like insurance does that, all the financial institutions they do that. So when you go to the bank, they will explain to you, if you invest today this amount of money, this is what you are going to get down the road, like after 5 years, 20 years, 30 years, depends on how long you're going to invest that money. And also, instead of showing you how much you're going to get if you pay or if you invest today, they show you also what is your cost if you don't invest today. So if you invest today, they show you can make that money depend on this specific investment. And if you don't do, if you postpone that investment for 1 year, this is also how much you're going to lose. So literally you can understand like what are the damages that you can do on your financial side. So using the same analogy in your business, Like you need to understand that when people buy your offer, when they invest in your product, they are investing in you, they are investing in your business. And also they are not just investing in terms of money, they are investing in terms of time and energy. And you have to communicate those three together. So you have to tell them like what is the return they're going to get if they invest with you today on money, time, and energy. Like what is the return on investment, what is the return on the time invested, and what is the return on the energy. But also you have to communicate very well and very clearly to those clients, because sometimes the clients are not aware of what is the cost of me not to take action today. So you have to communicate exactly with them, telling them what is their cost if they don't invest to solve this specific problem that they are facing in their business, in their money, in their time, in their relationship today. What is their cost of waiting on not investing in the right time and the right solution with you? And in this case, what is their cost of waiting? What are the damages they're going to pay down the road? So keep that in mind. Those kind of communications are super important. Those components are important to showcase once you are on your more on your sales process, because you can communicate some of them on your marketing, on your advertising, on your social media. But those kind of conversation, those kind of clear and focused conversation that happens between you and your customer happens in the sales process. So with that being said, keep in mind when you need to communicate anything about your business, you need to make sure that you are not just communicating what is the return for your customer if they invest with you today, but also what is the cost of not investing, what is the cost of waiting, what is the cost of postponing like that kind of investment. With that being said, I'd like to see in the comment section like what is your experience in terms of communicating such like such return on investment, on time invested, and on the energy itself. What is your experience with communicating the benefit of investing today with you in your offer and your solution, and what is the cost of waiting? If you have that experience, let me know. If you don't know how to apply that in your business, DM me, or let's schedule a 30 minutes or 45 minutes free strategy session where we can map out all those for free for you. With that being said, this is George. I will see you tomorrow with a new topic and a new question. If you have any question,